Gundam has found Genocide Jack Scissors' Cute Boys Beware with a flick of... Yeah. Good day, good people. So fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toonlink Dave, Bravo Dave, and Omni Nomicars. You know me as the man who's ready, willing, and downright holding so many championships. But to most, I am the United States Saber. Welcome back to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Today, all our champs are here, and I said everybody just go and assemble yourselves a team of 5. It is a champions brawl. Who will be the top champion in the Hunger Games? Clearly it's going to be Paimon, acknowledge her. However, let's introduce who everyone has set themselves up with. First and foremost, we have Team Paimon, consisting of acknowledge her, Paimon, Tiki, Sakura, Komaru, and Gin. Gin mainly here because, you know, Paimon loves herself some food. Team AVC is your OC champion and your tag team champions, co-champions I suppose. AV with Kokichi because you never count that man's out. Sato because, you know, she's a little bit unhinged in this season. I might be a little bit unhinged too. Mai and Gundam, my guy. Going on, we see Team Miku, Hatsune Miku, is that you? With Yunjin, Crazy Yoko, Sayaka, and Ibuki, a very musical district she's put together. Big Junko sees Big Junko, Monica, two very digital girls, Shiki, Celeste, and So. As we go on to see Team Kizzy. Seeing Kizzy and honestly a bunch of her friends, Amame, Iris, and Shoma, but also sees Farazan because if she's gonna get down, there's no better theme to get down to. Team Rin sees Rin, Taichi, Rose. Never forget, that's her real name. That's her government name. Rindo and Queen. Team Shark, who is actually supposed to be Team Hiriko. One half of those tag team champions. We see Hiriko, Ophelia, a very magical district with Himiko, Kotoko, and Fischl. Team Timothy, the greatest of all time. Gentleman Timothy with Gonta and Professor Layton, two of the greatest gentlemen to stand beside him, Seiko and Mishima. And lastly, we see your world pancake champion, Hajime the Sheep, Bajime, Hajime, Chiaki, Ranmaru, Chisa, and Akechi. Interesting team that Hajime has put together. Now, we're not going to waste any time this episode because there's a little bit of uncertainty in the air with what's going to happen. Because I've heard Wednesday is approved of some high-risk shenanigans in terms of the Tables Championship and in terms of the Tag Team Championships. So, why don't we talk about it? Shall we? Let's talk about it. I was ready to talk about it, then I realized I didn't have the button ready. Now I do. Last week? Was it just last week? I believe so. At Friday Night Fracture, Tamara watched as her two greatest allies lost their opportunity to make sure the entirety of the racket of Psalm were dripped in gold. And so she begged and she pleaded Wednesday. She said she would do anything, and I mean anything, to ensure that she goes on to have her team fight for the Tables Championship. So, she offered Wednesday a proposition. She said, give my girls a tables match, 2-on-2 for the tag team titles at the start of the show. And I said, that doesn't do anything. Really, you still have to defend your title that episode too. Tamara said if her girls lose, she will defend the Tables Championship in a triple threat match against both members of Blades of the Ages. However, if instead the homies win, if instead the Racket of Psalm win, she will instead go one-on-one in an open challenge. And so now it seems like Tamara's her tables championship is a little bit in danger. Wins Davey has approved this, so the first match of the night will spell the fate for Tamara. Will she be competing in a triple threat match? Or will she be competing instead against a mystery opponent 1v1 for the tables championship? We'll find out this coming Friday. High stakes when it comes to the Racket of Psalm. Will they put on a banger with the Blades of the Ages and tables action, and will they walk out as tag team champions? We'll wait and we will see. Friday Night Inferno coming next Friday. That being said, there's also a poll going up. As we announced yesterday, Thursday I believe did so, there's Beat the Clock challenges, and what those Beat the Clock challenges will be the type of match you would get to vote on them right now on the USA Vader homepage, so get voting. Friday Night Inferno coming at you real soon, so get excited until it all ignites. I'm gonna let the song play out because it's just about done. As I say, I'll make my picks. Give me Gentleman Timothy for first, I'm gonna take myself for second, easy pickings, and I'm gonna take Gundam for third because you know what, he had one heck of a season. He really did. He got a ghost victory, he got a title through the ghost victory, and he got a regular victory too. That's my guy in the Hunger Games. I'm glad that's my dude. Claps for Gundam. He made it. That being said, let's get the show on the road. Without further ado, also you might see that nobody has any items except for AV with a handgun. Let's start the game. We have it, and the horns, they're playing. Can they actually play it a little louder? I can't quite hear them yet. Oh, I think they're coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I hear them now. Oh, that's delightful. Horn Bears, thank you. Let's get the show on the road. Sakura finds a pitchfork which she figures will be great for lobbing at enemies. Oh dope, Komaru's got a fishing rod, now she can catch all the fish. A perfect thing for a member of Team Paimon today in case Paimon gets trapped in some water, she can get fished right out. So, there has to be an event. I need to add an event in there that's, the person with the fishing rod fishes out Paimon. So pursuing the meme flying in various places. Farazan is thinking plans to get out of here. Hajime uses mysterious gas to knock out Avi and Shoma in order to put death collars on them as I zoom in just a little bit. Big Junko uses a title belt to hit Sakura from behind, leaving her dazed. Chisa knocks out Mine, a fistfight death collar on her. The Archon see great potential and Fish will grant her a pyro vision. Iris puts a death collar on Rindo while he's asleep. Gonta finds a big stick. That's dangerous. Gundam draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Crazy Oko attempts to go Hajime, but Chiaki intervenes to protect him. Chiaki dies in this attempt. Miku attacks Rin from behind, slaughters him. Seiko then cleans up Chiaki's body. That's my janitor. You love to see it. I got a couple janitors. Seiko, Skyland, some of the greatest of all time. Gonta hits Hiriko incredibly hard, unable to kill her, but she is now dazed. Gentleman Timothy build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. What a lad. An act of betrayal. Kokichi and Mai team up to get rid of Sato. Okay, well, my team is not doing too well. Shoma steals Gentleman Timothy's tank while he's asleep. Yunjin wants to be helpful. Rindo wants it to all be over. Kotoko does something really cute. Komaru challenges Avi to a duel. Komaru bites the dust. Komaru, I didn't want to have to do it. You're in my top 10. You're probably in like my top 3 favorite Danganronpa characters. Ugh. I'm sorry I had to do it to you. Professor Layton has a horrible feeling in his gut. Queen looks particularly erratic today. Mai's got a table. Ibuki's got one as well. Ranmaru seems unshaken by any of this. Mishima tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. He's no Gentleman Timothy, but you know, it looks cool at least. Mame twitches uncontrollably. Shiki finds my climate change remote. Tiki tries to keep on a brave face for everyone's sake. Monica's had enough and she is mad. She might just delete some people. She might. Himiko draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Gin finds a shiny red balloon. It's so shiny and red and so poppable. Sayaka looks for an easy out. Ophelia calls down Arcane Fury, immediately gets an Ancient Scepter. Rose is ready for target practice. Alexis finds a laser gun. Can she even be stopped now? Oh my gosh. Celeste can't take it anymore and snaps Monica's neck. Well, I guess she was too mad. Kizzy really doesn't want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Kokichi. Paimon and Tiki get into an argument over who should be in charge. Taichi builds a rocket, and Akechi's got the Omnitrix. He's never been more dangerous. We have 6 gone, 39 remain in this decently sized game. And this cleared a Loon 4. Chiaki, Rin, Sato, Komaru, Monica, Kokichi. I mean, we got 39 left. We have some items that could halt that 39 very quickly, but for right now, we gonna ease our way through this episode, shall we? I think we must. Next round sees, interesting. Seika looking around for stuff to scrounge. Sakura knocks out Queen in a fist fight. Fair enough, because, yeah, if you get in a fist fight with Sakura, she's gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Rose shoots several white-hot holes into Miku's body with her laser gun. She's gone. She is out of here. Professor Layton walks into a very strange machine, presses a button, his molecules get all rearranged. He's got ghost powers. Layton! He's gonna catch them all because he's Layton Phantom. Who is this crazy Yoko? She's got a bad brain and it takes her to a stranger place. More unstable than ever before. Gin remembers Komaru, sobs quietly. Paimon accepts her shadows. Paimon gains the power of Persona, the Archons see Gripshill, and Tiki grants her, Tiki does not grant herself a Hydro Vision, the Archons do. That's a whole lot of orange down there. As Shoma and Farazan, they would honestly be an insane builder duo, if I'm being completely honest. Chisa finds a fishing rod. Avi and Gentleman Timothy argue over whose win was better. That's a good question, Gentleman Timothy. I mean, you are pretty fantastic, but look at all these titles on me. Yunjin does her best to avoid Sayaka. Something inside of Amami snaps and she's frenzied. Oh no. Iris wasn't looking for right off the cliff. That's a very Iris way to go. Queen and Rindo attack Sakura from behind, killing her. Jeez Louise. Queen destroying Sakura. Arrow's not gonna like that. Mai sets up a table before grabbing Renmaru in a headlock. Mai then RKOs Renmaru right through that table. Shiki tries to go Gentleman Timothy, but Gentleman Timothy retaliates and kills her instead. And Gentleman Timothy loves the way that rocket launcher feels on his shoulder. Big Junko picks up Rose between her fingers and throws her into the sky, like doodle-doo, shoop, and then she's out of here. Ophelia polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Celestimotron uselessly. Ibuki sets up her table for grabbing okay, so hold on, Ibuki, I don't know how you did this. Picked up Big Junko by the throat and chokeslammed this giant through a table. Ibuki, please. My gosh. Gonta hits Katoko's head incredibly hard. She's now dazed as well. Himiko checks on a demon summoning circle and a demon comes out. Hajime starts sobbing uncontrollably. Fish will use the power of pyro to light Ophelia's campfire, giving them both light and warmth throughout the entire night. Rendo finds a Lola bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. My gosh, Rendo. Go back in time. Akechi transfer into a massive four-arm alien, tosses Crazy Yoko into the sky. There's so many people getting yeeted into the heavens above. I just need like a snapshot of space. And it's just Big Junko and small Hyoko in space right now. Mushima, it's just Big Junko saying, what are you in for here in space? Mushima can't open Myra's own genius mind. Kizzy and Gentleman Timothy reminisce over their title victories. Farazan accepts her shadow as Farazan gains a power persona. Hiriko comes back to her senses. Gonta feels strong enough to handle anything. Sayaka feels like jamming out, gets my soundboard. We'll never get a chance to use it. Taichi befriends a Komodo dragon. I'm not gonna like that, I sure don't. A vicious tiger charges Gundam, who surprisingly shakes his paw and rises into the arena, and so manages to sneak attack Sayaka and Yunjin, slaughtering them both. We've lost 16 total, 29 remain, 10 gone this round after this. Claire de Lune, 4. Miku, Iris, Sakura, Ranmaru, Shiki, Rose, Big Junko, Crazy Yoko, Sayaka, Yunjin. Okay. Are you ready? Because we still have a game to go. 29, we still larger than a standard sized game, larger than these premieres are going to be coming into the season 15 premiere. Remember, the top 2 will be going on to said premiere. Let's find out who they're gonna be. With the next round, we'll see who's the best champion of them. I don't think we had a ghost round. I think I just missed the Hutton. Okay, well, Gentleman Timothy finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's rather fetching. Fischl sets the forest ablaze, catching Professor Layton so Taichi in the flames. Paimon lays the title belt on the ground, grabs Gentleman Timothy in a headlock. Gentleman Timothy had the wherewithal to reverse the move, hit an RKO out of nowhere. Gentleman Timothy, how could you? Well, you won't live too much longer. Ibuki steals Shoma's tank while he's asleep. Oh my gosh, there's so much, so many people. And I guess, you know what? This is a little majority vote, ain't it? I do believe it is. Hit it. Rindo, Mai, Shoma, Gentleman Timothy, Queen, and Avi are all forced to play the majority game. The people vote out Shoma, poor lad. However, he was the keymaster, so not only did Shoma suffer, but everyone suffered a gruesome demise. Rest in peace. Hum, bum, bum. bum, bum. Admittedly, I kind of want to get a violin just to play this song, but I know that that's absolutely not worth it. There's probably some cheap violins out there, maybe one of these days. Kizzy catches a strange glow in the corner of her eyes that discovers an ancient scepter. Oh, okay. Faruzan summons their persona, attacking Mishima using Sai, leaving him dazed. Himiko, there's been a lot of dazing too. Attempts to kill Seiko, but Gonta intervenes just in time. Gonta had to kill Himiko to protect Seiko's life. Gundam has found Genocide Jack's scissors. Oh my gosh, with a... In fact, let me scroll up just a little bit, because this is definitely the intro. Gundam has found Genocide Jack's scissors. Cute boys beware. With a flick of... Yeah. Man, it's good to see you again, Ophelia. In a fit of frenzy, Amame creeps up on Gonta, snaps his neck. Celeste can't wait to kill. Again? Hajime is a sheep glance away, a sad look in his eyes. That's how you won, man. That's... Oh, well, never mind. He's gonna be much sadder later. Seiko's found a dimensional scythe. Tiki used the power of Hydra to put out Official's campfire, says next time that'll be you. Official's confused. So confused, especially as Akechi uses this to sneak attack. Or rather, she goes to try and sneak attack Akechi after this, but Akechi's known that he's been followed for ages now, counterattacks and takes out Official. Chisa casts a rod in the river, pulls out a sea bass, more like a C+, and Mishima knocks out Hiriko in a fist fight, puts a death claw on her as Hiriko decides to put Hajime out of his misery. We majority vote. It changed. It changed everything. We lost so many of this round after this Claire de Lune 4. Leighton, of the Professor variety. So, Taichi, Paimon, Rendo, Mai, Shoma, Gentleman Timothy, a real lad, Queen, Gold Dripped Avi, Himiko, Gonta, Official, Hajime. Yeah, and just like that, it's 4 more until your saving grace picks. We had so many before, and then we didn't, and then we did not. We'll probably get there next round, but at this point, I think we'll see. We'll just see about that, shall we? And see we shall. Shall we? I think we must. Shall we? Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, because we've lost exactly 4 from just right now. Hiriko finds some bows and some arrows, and she's gonna do some of the shooties with the yeah, she's gonna do that. Ibuki drives around in a cool tank. She may still get a chance to use it after rampaging for a while. Mommy's frenzy grows so overpowering her heart gives out. Poor lass. Gundam wields his scissors, commits Jack-style genocide on Tiki, Celeste, and Kizzy. Faruzan's persona levels up, upgrading Sai to Seo. Akechi has been hot on Ophelia's trails for days now. Ophelia thinks she's gotten away, but Akechi's finally deduced her location, delivered the final blow. Chisa uses a mysterious ass knockout Seiko and Ibuki, duck calls on the both of them. Seiko then uses her scythe, not slice. She does slice, though, a dimensional rift, Sparta-style kicking Gundam into the despair dimension, and Kotoko trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking her neck. Rest in peace to the preseason princess. But let's see just who wins this one. 7 remain as we carry on to your new picks, because you might just need them, especially after that last day. That last day was not so great. But for these folks, we do indeed give a Claire de Lune for Amame, Tiki, Celeste, Kizzy, Ophelia, Kotoko. So, you probably need some new picks. We have an interesting set of casts still in here. Is Hiriko the only champion remaining? Yeah, so in terms of like legit just top champions, right now it's Hiriko. Good on you, Hiriko, we acknowledge you. But for right now, it's still anybody's game. This is Ordeal. Some shenanigans could happen, and will they happen when you make your... I guess we're just proceeding. Sorry, you guys. I guess we're going to the next round. No, I'm kidding. It's time for your Saving Grace picks. OC Tag Team Champion Hiriko, through the blessings of Gentleman Timothy, has made it thus far yet again. Will Hiriko win this whole shebang? I do believe it is possible. Could earn a shot at the singles title, the Champion of Champions title. From Team Hajime, there's still Chisa and Akechi has not been like popping off, but like, you know, he's a little bit wild, and he's got that Omnitrix. Don't add him, do not add him. Lo and behold, Faruzan, with the banger theme, will she lead the Dancy team to victory? Team Miku is not completely out. They still have a little Ibuki on their side. A little bit of Ibuki on their side. Will Ibuki dripped out in achievements. Will she do this? We'll have to wait and see. Team Ren, they're out of here. Team Paimon, they're out of here. Team AV technically has Gundam, but in the Despair Dimension, so technically not. Could he find his way out is the real question. And lastly, from Team Gentleman Timothy, still rolling fantastically, Seiko and Mishima. Those are your final 7. I'm going to make my picks. You make yours in the comments first, second, third, as you like, and you subscribe, because those things are very fantastic and very important to the success of this channel. However, I digress. You and me, we're going to make these saving grace picks. I'm picking Seiko for first. I can't count her out. I'm picking Ibuki for second. A little Band-Aid 1-2. I'm thinking it might happen. For third, though, I think I've got to take Akechi. I think the Omnitrix might come in handy. He might hit that switch. He might turn into like a Heat Blast or Forearms or Ghost Freak. Is it Ghost Freak or no? Ghostface is the Halloween spooky time killer. Ghost Freak is the one of the original 10. I'll tell you what. Those are my picks. I'm goofing, I'm gaffing, and do you know why? It's because I got another gallon of apple cider. Yeah. It's gonna be gone by the end of the day. I like apple cider a whole lot. But almost as much as everyone here is liking their opportunity, their chances to go on and go forward, and their hearts are all beating with the same pulse, determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's do just that. Let's see the next round. Let's see how it all plays out. Next round we do see Gundam does not make it. Mishima comes back to his senses. Seiko sweeps up footprints around the cornucopia. Akechi transforms to a small but brilliant alien. Oh, hides from dangers. Ren is back as a ghost. Oh my, shenanigans may ensue. Hiriko practices pulling back her bowstring. Ibuki finds a sword, shiny and sharp, a rather nice find. Gundam is mauled by roaming demons. She's afraid to defend her friends, and Faruzan is thinking of plans to get out of here. We still have 7 alive. We lost 1, so we'll get a really quick, terrible turnabout 4. My man's Gundam. But we can continue going on, because he was unfortunately as gone as gone can be. Next round we do see, though, a lot of shenanigans are about. Uh-oh. Celeste is a ghost. Hiriko's arrow flies straight and true, piercing Mishima's stomach. Akechi wonders about the future. Chisa casts her around the river, pulls out a tank. Fischl's also back as a ghost. Seiko finds it's really spooky season out here. The ghosts they're coming out in full force. Seiko finds a plank of wood. Ibuki swooshes the air with her sword. Rin misses being off dinner. And lastly, Faruzan summons the persona, uses Seo, launching a boulder on top of Ibuki. We are down to now your final 5. But there are indeed 3 ghosts in play, so we could see some real shenanigans pursue after this terrible turnabout 4. Mishima. Ibuki. Well, I suppose it is what it is, but we have to admittedly keep going. But it is your final 5 now, I suppose. And they are Faruzan, Seiko, Chisa, Hiriko, and Akechi. Huh. And they're all going on, caught in what we like to call within our final 5, in a crisis of fate. Let's do it, final 5. Or will it become final 6 or final 8? Who knows? At this point, I mean, maybe I didn't speak too soon, but I said, you know, we might. Hiriko fires an arrow at Faruzan, but misses Celeste Brothers on their incorporeal body. Chisa still can't believe that Akechi's killed somebody. And Akechi says, oh, well, let me prove it to you. Transforms into an alien with a body as hard as diamond, proceeds to headbutt Hiriko and Chisa, taking them both out. Seiko tries to rip the collar off of her neck. Rin misses being out dinner. Fischl found the corpse of Shiki, possesses it. Fischl is now in control of Shiki's body, giving up her own incorporeal body. Faruzan builds a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Very awesome. But that leaves us just down to 4. And as these 4 go on, it's a terrible turnabout. 4. Hiriko. Chisa. Fischl. And so now we have Shiki possessed by Fischl, we have Faruzan, we have Seiko, and we have Akechi as your final four. How is this gonna play out? Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out. We still have 2 ghosts in play as well in terms of Rin and Celeste. Will they join the possession train too? Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Oh my gosh. And Akechi said, no, you get in there. In fact, we're down to our final 2 now. Shiki is ready to start gardening, sets the arena climate control remote to April right here at the end. Oh my gosh. Seiko slices her scythe, open a dimensional rift before she can shove Akechi inside. Akechi smashes the scythe, hits Seiko in the back of the head with it, shoves her in instead. Faruzan's allergies are so bad she gets sick and has to leave the arena. Rin plays around with his incorporeal body. Celeste misses being out of dinner, and Akechi plants seedlings in his herb garden. We are down to just 2. It is Akechi, and it is Shiki. Seiko's in the despair dimension. We have 2 ghosts in play, so after this terrible turnabout, I guess, just for Faruzan. At this point in time, it is Akechi and Shiki going on to that premiere. However, with all these ghost shenanigans, it could be so many more people, so I have to ask you legit, just who? Will it be Shiki? Akechi? Shiki is possessed right now. Didn't expect her to come back, but there she is, the one and only Bai, the Princessin of Pancakes. Could she go on with Fischl as well, and with Akechi, or will some other ghost, or maybe even a zombie, ruin their plans? We'll have to wait and see. But standing in their way is Akechi, who is not going to let things slide very quickly. Akechi has gotten like a KO or some sort of demolishment every single round at this point. For a minute, he might say, hey, it's time to transform again, throws Tiki into the sky, set her on fire, who knows? Who knows? Akechi, he's a heathen, he is a fiend, and he's about to prove it today with a victory. Or will it be Shiki, possessed by the Princessin? Akechi? Shiki. Ghostly shenanigans? Who knows? Let's go to the next round and let's see how this all plays out. That might have been a ghost round. Well, if it was, it's over anyway. I don't think it was, though. As Rin kills Akechi through ghastly means instead of possessing anybody, Rin says, well, I guess let Shiki have it, because Seiko feels her energy slowly being drained and Shiki misses Christmas, sets the arena climate control remote back to December. Snow fills the arena, and so does Christmas magic, which is slowly approaching. Admittedly, but first we gotta get through Brawloween, and we have to get through this final terrible turnabout for Akechi. Which means I can say with certainty that undisputed, I guess, your winner. Representing team not just Junko, is a big Junko. She came, she saw, she died, and she came back and then conquered, with Fischl possessing her. They and Akechi all go on to the season 15 premiere, and thus, remember it fondly, Shiki takes the win. I thought it was gonna be Akechi. Look at Akechi, he popped off today, not for nothing. He had 6 KOs, and Shiki had, I think Shiki had at least 1, right? Am I blind? Maybe I am blind. Let's see. No, Shiki had none. This is a pacifist victory, you guys. Not a single kill, even after getting possessed. She didn't get a single kill. Fischl, on the other hand, with 3. Fischl was running. She was like, oh, I've got blood on my hands, and now that blood's about to be on your hands. And Shiki said, well, I guess it won't be. Man, Fischl, congratulations. You are technically the winner, too, via possession. Incredible. Never thought, I mean, I did think I'd see the day. We've seen it happen many a time. A possession victory right before the spooky season really officially begins. It's ushering us in. Who knows what shenanigans will await us then. That's our game. Akechi got 6 KOs, Gundam had 3, Fischl had 3, Mai had 2, Hiriko had 2, So had 2, Gentleman Timothy, we acknowledge him, had 2, everyone else was 1 or less. That is our game, and it was a fantastic one. It was a nail biter there at the end. plenty of ghost, anything, so many shenanigans could have happened, it could have been anybody's game, but instead it was Shiki and Fischl's, and they go on as well as Akechi to that season 15 premiere. So, until next week, we'll have some more shenanigans, some pre-season shenanigans. Stay classy. Year of the Radiance Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.